Are we live?
Yes,
Yes.
we are.
All right. We are live. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Kevin will be right with us. He'll be right there. In the meantime, no, we're not playing that game today, girl. Goodness sakes. In the
Hi,
meantime,
Debbie.
she's the star, you know. She has to be the star of the show.
Absolutely. My best friend has two dogs, and one of them has like 30 different names, and I call him Juicy Juice, and his
Yeah.
name is Patches, Bob, Juicy Juice, Juicy Junior, and then I have another one named Scotty, and I call him Negroni. So I'm kind of like, yeah, so it's okay. They can take over.
I know. My husband puts nicknames on him. I do too, but he calls her Caribou, even though it's caramel. Yeah. Anyway. Hi, everybody. I saw a lot of you over. There's Kevin. Say hello, Kevin. We are live.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome. Yes. So, yes, I was over Linda G's channel watching for a while, and I saw some of you over there, and I'm glad you're over here. Thank you for being here today with Kevin, the Healing Medium, and Lady Soul. First time they've worked together.
Yes,
And
I'm so excited for this.
I know it is. It's exciting. I'm already seeing some questions here. I did ask if you are asking for somebody at the very beginning, if you're asking for like your mother, what's her first name, you don't have to put the last name on, just for you guys, so that it helps you to connect with the folks. Is there anything else that you need from them to help you find the person that they're wanting to connect with?
I don't even need that, but but it's totally fine. Okay. Honestly, it's whatever. Okay. However it comes, we'll see what comes through.
Absolutely. That's fabulous. All right. I want to just say hello to everybody. You know who you are. We love you. Lisa, Emerald Buddha, Viviani. Thank you so much. G. Covington. Thanks to all my moderators for being here. Hi, Lorraine and Hypnicity. Hi, Kelly. Sharon
Sipe. I see Viviani's name. She's so sweet. My grandma is
Isn't she fun? Yeah, she's fun. Joan must have made it home. She was in Mexico and was driving 500 miles a day. Wow. Marg, it's good to see you. Pierrette, Lottie, Wiki. Woo, I could go on and on. But Erin, thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate you. We always, want you to know that you're the ones that make the show what it is and how it works. And so I'm just really thrilled to be here with both of you. Yes. Kevin and I had something we had to cancel, so I'm glad that we could reschedule. And Lady Soul and I were going to be on last night, but decided we were going to do it with Kevin today. So here we go.
It's so perfect.
It is perfect. All right, so Trey Cameron starts us off. Could I please have a piece of advice about moving forward in my life?
Mm-hmm.
I heard don't rush into it. I feel like how would I say this? There's certain impulses that kind of drive you to do, and I have an issue with this too, because I just have a bad habit of doing things impulsively. But I keep hearing don't rush into it. And the card that I saw in because I have an ancestry card, was an eagle. That's this kind of look from a higher perspective. Like review your options, review situations, or like, oh, if you were to do this, this is a certain consequence. But don't rush into anything. Make sure you do your homework before you actually like take the risk.
I love that.
Yeah, that's what I got so far. Wonderful. Yeah. So if you want to keep it's your
turn. Yeah, I just wasn't sure if you were done or
I generally twitch. It's just they like to touch me. My guides like to touch me, or my grandma. My grandma Maria, who a lot of people know who is my gatekeeper, she kind of like likes to nudge me and gives me information like that. So if you see me twitch, it's totally cool.
Wonderful. Perfect. Trey, what I get, it was interesting. They showed me a toothache. And so I was curious about it. And in it, it was like, we can do things that can create the consequence of something. So in it, they gave me the analogy of like, if you're going to eat too much sugar, then you're going to get a toothache. And so they're not saying that that's what the message is, but they're paralleling that with, if we think that we're not actually where we're supposed to be in this very singular moment, then we can create the feeling like we're missing something, that and in that, they don't want you to get ahead of yourself. So they want you to know that this is the perfect place for you to be in. I pulled a couple of cards to go. So I want to go to this card first, is the illusion card. So sometimes what can look like the illusion of, for example, of what we're missing in kind of moving forward, they don't want us to get too ahead of that. So the call is to be in the present moment. There's a focus on your gifts right now. So in that exploration of your gifts are saying you're not alone. So in it, just really be in this moment. There does feel like that spiritual call of the unveiling of some of your gifts. So if that resonates with you, I'd be curious about that. But it does feel like you're in the very place that you're supposed to be in, including right now in this very moment. So hopefully that was
excellent.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I pulled, the fortune card, looks like the Wheel of Fortune. This is coming your way. Just keep working with your gifts. That's what I get too. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, guys. That was nice. All right. Thanks, Trey. We got Kelly here wondering if there are any messages from her mother, Sharon. Please.
Aw, hi, Kelly. Dozen cats. Mother Sharon. I love the way she spells that.
I know, it's different, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So good.
So when because it was, how would I say this? A woman, like a feminine energy did come through, and I got very hot. Like I just wanted to take off my jacket because I got really hot. But she's coming to me with like a red pullover sweater, or like a thick red sweater. And I smell like, it almost smells like smoke, but it's not from food. It's like camping, like a fire pit smoke. And it's like, and sometimes like I feel like I have to duck so I don't smell like smoke. So, but I got really hot, and like I wanted to take off my sweater. The one thing I hear is like, "Hi, darling," or "Hi, honey," or like a term of endearment. Like, "Hi, honey," like I'm here. I feel like she really, really likes the fireplace, or like the fire pit. Like she keeps seeing, like I keep seeing a fire pit. Like I have my legs extended out, and I'm feeling the fire, like you know how when it gets too hot, like it just like it feels like right there. So I got really hot right now.
Wow.
Sweetheart, yeah, that's what she. Okay, so that was like a term of endearment. She's like, "Hi, honey," "Hi, sweetheart," or she really likes the fire. I think like her favorite season was like winter, like cold, so she can be like nice and cozy. But she's very much here, and she's very much with you, and I see her around you by the fire pit.
She has one.
Does she really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Okay. Yep. She's had shows around her fire pit.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. It's good for you, lady soul.
Nice.
Yeah. Good for you. Yeah.
Wonderful.
So that you guys can go ahead.
Sure. Do you want me to go, Ellie, or do you want?
Yeah, no, you go ahead. You guys are the
all good.
You're the Cracker Jacks, not me.
I'm probably the silly toy in the Cracker Jacks.
You're the prize, Kevin.
Well, I don't know about that. More like the silly toy. I always thought you could eat that toy. Anyway, surprise. Kelly, I feel like this. I heard the name. I thought I heard the name Holly, the female H name, and in that I actually saw the holly tree. So in it, there's this excitement around the season. So like Lady Soul was saying about like this time of year, I feel like it does draw my attention to the holly tree and Christmas and just in this kind of comfort. I did hear reference to my girls. So I don't know if there's more girls in the family, but my girls, there was a significance about the month of September. Oh, I did write down sister. So my girls in that. And I pulled a couple of cards and it's about the support and the trust. And so in that, it just feels, I got a little bit more curious about it. And what I feel your mom is making me aware of is the feeling of coming up against something. And really now she's applauding you for your perspective in not seeing that as a dead end, but just a redirection, if you will. So it's like where before it might have been like, oh, there's this brick wall and you're confronted and all of this upset. You're just navigating in a different way. So she's really working with you in that energy within your perspective. And she's really proud of that for the work that you've done to really gain that perspective. So of course, lots of love from her and my girls. So I keep hearing that. So there must be mention. So maybe you're the messenger for that continuation, but lots of love to you.
Awesome.
Yeah, like what you were saying from what I was picking up, she's like, when you kept saying my girls, it's like I kept getting drawn to a memory of young. I keep seeing two young girls. So I don't know if it was Kelly and her sister or Kelly and, but it was strictly for Kelly and kind of like that's how she remembers you by. Like she doesn't want to see you anything else but. And I want to say it was like 12 years old.
Ah, okay.
Me and my girls. Okay, so and I keep seeing the red sweater, so I'm not sure if there was like a red jacket. She's just like, I loved her in red.
I think she said she liked red. I think she said
like, I love her in red. And again, with when Kevin was saying, "Oh, I'm so proud of you," I feel like she keeps like saying, "I'm here when you need me." And I do feel like because I get this too with my heart tends to start pumping really quick and sometimes I can't catch up with it, like anxiety. She just says, just call me and I'll help you. Like I'm still like she's like, I'm still mom, I'm still mommy, I'm still here. Like just don't forget to use me.
You guys, I don't know. I didn't know Kelly's mother, but I probably know more about her than obviously you two. And the things that I do know, you nailed her pretty well, I think.
Really? Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I do. I got here, Kelly, that I got attraction. She's attracted to watching you on your shows because she just is so proud of you and so happy for you. She said, you're a kind of a shaman. And you probably don't even realize it, but you do know how to do readings. You do readings well, and she watches over those. I think she gets the popcorn out and sits and watches you when you're doing your shows. So much love to you.
So good. I didn't see any response to anything that I said, but hopefully that resonated with you.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Oh, it did.
Oh,
yeah,
perfect.
It did.
I missed it, I think.
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought I had put some up for you.
All good.
All right. So we have Pierrette. Pain in my heel and don't know why. It's the same right leg. I have on and off pain in the lower front part. What's up with that? And we have to say on the show that obviously these folks are not doctors or anything. So this is for entertainment purposes only. And Pierrette has her own channel, so she knows that anyway, but I wanted everyone else to know that. And I'm going to hide it because we won't be able to see Kevin otherwise. So, yeah. So pain in the right leg, in the lower front part.
I keep seeing this, like the tuning fork. Like, put it on your knee and like knock it, like hit it. And I feel the vibration like on my hip because my mom would do the tuning fork on me because I have bad knees and a bad ankle. So she would like hit it like, and it just feels like so good. It's like releasing the tension. I keep hearing use the tuning fork. And just do this.
Sure. Wow.
I'm going to pull a card. I know this is, I'm okay to be silly. What's your Achilles heel? What part of the body is Achilles heel? Is it your heel?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's the one place that they held up Achilles.
Okay.
That they had to hold him and dip him into something, but there's a little spot on the heel they had to hold him by when they did it, and that's the Achilles heel. That's
interesting. Okay, yeah. I appreciate that because I feel like there's this like I don't want to say attachment, but this connection to something that just isn't serving you. So in that little thread, that little kind of hanging part of it, it feels like the Achilles heel is like where things are just like, they just kind of keep coming up. So in it, I pulled it's the crown card, the crown games, and it's the right use of power. As I feel into it, I feel like that's what the call is. So the attention around your ability to just stand in your own power. There seems to be something just in the emotional kind of leftover of something that just isn't serving you. And in it, they will do that where the body will just feel it kind of to indicate those types of things. So not to get into it, into the personal part of it, but just really knowing that you are the power source, they're saying. So you stepping into that and being kind of free from that little tiny part that's the string that's holding you. They want to see you continue to move forward. So in it, it's just like take that leap of faith. Opening up space. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I think that plays into it. So yeah, just really stepping into your power. And I'm so sorry, I forgot your name. But
it's Pierrette. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, just really stepping into your power. Yeah, and moving forward in that.
I keep something to me. The right side is the physical side. The left side is the spiritual side. It's a right side, and it's a heel. And I'm feeling like, do you feel like a heel in the 3D world? Let's put it that way, because you're really connected. It seems to me that's the right leg and the right heel, but in the left leg, it's not that. She's connected really well in the spiritual realm. She's just having a little bit of trouble in physical. That's kind of what I got, but I'm using sort of metaphoric Louise Hay stuff, where you can heal yourself. Yeah.
I also feel with Pierrette, Guy kept getting a dry cough. And I feel like I don't know if you saw my reaction. I was just doing this, I was just tired, very heavy. I know I kind of say this quite a bit when I do lives. It's very important that we take care of ourselves. Drinking teas or making sure, or if we have issues sleeping and we don't want to, take medication, there are natural ways to do it. I know there's these certain essential oils, and I keep smelling lavender. That's what knocks me out.
Okay.
That calms me really quick for me to go to sleep. So I feel like we need to take care of ourselves and drink warm tea to soothe the throat.
She's also a caregiver. So as a caregiver, she, she's overtaxed, I guess. I don't know. Okay, she's got to take care of her husband. So.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. So I can understand that, though. She has to take time to take care of herself. Absolutely. Thank you, Pierrette. I hope that helps, dear. Nice. Next one I have is Lottie. I'd love to hear from my mom, Diana.
So I kind of asked, who is here for Lottie, and so who I see, and she's standing right here too. So she's trying to give me as clear as a picture as she can get. She's giving me a blue blouse, short quarter sleeve, the shirt's up to here. It's a dark baby blue. She has she has dark hair, it probably comes up to here or around this area, and she has some white hair, kind of streaks. You know how there's some that have that really cool white stand out? Um, and she's just looking at me like with endearment, like, "Aw, like you're so cute, you're so sweet." Lottie, if you are here, can you just go ahead and if you can help me verify, uh, see if that is your mom? Uh, she's here. This woman is here, and she just wants. I just want to make sure it's who I'm actually connecting to. So, if
I'll
you
watch the
guys
chat.
yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and continue until Lottie confirms for me.
Okay. Go ahead, Given.
I can wait till she gets here, or if she's not here, we can. Sorry.
All right, then I'll tell you what cards I got.
Okay, sure.
I got Mom's telling you that you've got the strength. As you can see, the tree folds over a little bit in the wind, but doesn't break. And you can be like, you're like that. You have that ability to be resilient, like a willow tree. But she says sometimes you just need to retreat from it all and find your own quiet place to be. So that's what I get. I don't still see her here.
I do. She says, I'm not sure who that is. She had short hair. So when those who have passed on come to me, I mean, they come to me as their best self. So she's not coming to me as an elder, a woman. She's coming to me more like mid-30s. So I think like once upon a time she had longer hair from like right here is like the shoulder length, a little bit past. But she just keeps telling me, I'm so proud of her. Like I'm like a lot of love and her like wanting to cry because of how much she really like misses you. And she knows that she's like, I know I missed her, and she knows that I know she misses me and I miss her too.
Awesome.
I love that. Lottie, I'm curious if you would understand, connected to Mom, I heard Susanna or Susan, the S female name, in connection with her. I was also aware of the month of May being significant or highlighted. She drew my attention to some yellow flowers. I couldn't identify, it just looked like a bouquet of all different sorts of yellow flowers. And within the energy, she really was, I think, like to add on to what Lady Saul was feeling, just around the wisdom, or maybe that was Allie. I'm sorry, I got caught up in the feeling of Mom being in that, just in the wisdom. Like she makes me feel like people would come to her for that advice. She was a go-to. And so in that, she felt like community was really important, and she's drawing that around you at this time. So there's an invitation for you to be in your community like this. Also in the 3D, being in community. And I know that with Mom, important to her would have been her contribution. So giving back, being in that service really just lit her up. It lights her up. And in that, we can be in contribution in many different ways. It doesn't have to just be financially. So if that does feel like a call for you, she's giving you that prompt in that moment. So yeah, she does feel like that. Yeah, I do feel that wisdom in her. Yeah.
Wow. She said the yellow flowers are her grandma.
Oh, interesting.
And then she always, so they must be there together.
They do. They're so wise that way. If they have an opportunity and a channel to be in the communication, I love that you picked up on that, because we get those little pieces. Spirit does that. They want us to know that they're all here all the time, cheering us on. And so, I'm glad that you understood that.
What's really interesting was when you kept talking about flowers, I get allergies with certain flowers. I went like this, like it's beautiful to look at, but sometimes I'm just like, oh my gosh, I kept doing this. And I keep seeing a blue bird as well. And before I got home, I saw.
Sorry.
Huh?
I'm telling myself to be quiet. Nothing.
No. So my name is Susan.
Ooh. Yeah, and he got that. Yeah.
And you got that. Oh, how nice.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I didn't mean
No,
to.
you're
No,
good.
it's fine.
No,
It's
fine.
fun.
Cool.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
I just wanted to see if Lottie, if bluebirds meant anything to her,
Mhm.
because I keep seeing, so before, when I left, so because I work at a local crystal shop as the psychic medium there, I saw like the most majestic blue jay there, and I keep seeing that blue jay here. So I don't know if that
Yeah.
and I keep getting the yellow flower. Sorry, I keep getting that sensation. But I would just for Lottie, I would just be aware of your surroundings when it comes to messages, because as I mentioned before, my gatekeeper and my grandmas can they like to manipulate nature,
Mm-hmm.
and they show us, oh, I'm here. My grandmas come as the white butterflies, but my uncle, being a man, he comes as the monarch butterfly because it's black and orange. I'm like,
He's the big cheese. Yeah. That's funny. That's funny.
with my grandma.
That's wonderful. Well, Lottie, I'm glad that so many things resonated with you, and thank you so much. Her grandmother had yellow flowers at her funeral. That's another thing she said. Fantastic. Wow. So grandma and mom are like this, two peas in a pod. And yep, you're right, Kevin. They like to come through when they can. I just want to take a minute to address Sin McGann. She just wants some healing prayer energy sent her way. She has cellulitis on lower legs that aren't healing very well. So with so many here in the chat and so many coming to watch at another time on and also on the other two folks' channels, their people, I want to send out love and healing energies to you, Sin, and the hopes for the highest good of all concerned for your situation with your legs. And I hope everything starts to move along, and that you get that healing that you need.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So nice, Allie.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So we've got Emerald Buddha. Woohoo! I love Emerald Buddha. Messages from guides. Yeah.
I was trying to get there we go. Caught up on I watched the chat on the phone. I'm so used to it. My guide, please. Emerald Buddha.
I heard in Spanish, because with my grandma, she's able, we connect with guides and with family members through my grandma, and she says it in Spanish. ¿Por qué se preocupa? Like, why do you worry? Why do you worry? There's things that you don't need to worry about. Kind of, I feel like there's like the worry of, I don't want to say like being a control freak, but there are some things that are testing her, testing, or I'm sorry, testing Emerald Buddha. Let things go. And this is something that as humans, we kind of just struggle with. Because some of us, as myself, I speak for myself. There's certain times where I'm just like, no, I want to control the narrative. It's my life.
I work that way.
No. And like my guides tell me, like, yeah, no, think again, girl. Like, no. So sometimes things are thrown at us to kind of remind us, like, you are not in control. You gotta like let us help you. So why do you worry? We have you. Just say it and admit it, and then things are going to start falling into place. But my grandma is like, ¿para qué se preocupa? Like, why does she worry? And she says it like this, like,
no big deal. Don't worry.
I love that. it's interesting. Emerald Buddha, I see them using feather in a medicinal kind of around your thoughts. So around the worry, around that kind of racing mindfulness, they're using like a medicinal feather just to clear those thoughts. And it's interesting that they're working on shifting that perspective. And I wrote down, they said to remind you that a soul comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. So in it, it's like that little reshift in the perspective to really, like, I feel like they're working with you, and I feel like you're working with this around the intention of just the embodiment. So I love that perspective. And so in that, I don't feel it's singular. I just feel I can't identify just one of your team, if you will. This just feels from the realm of spirit and your team. And so layered in there, I wouldn't be surprised with loved ones and guides and ancestors and all of those realms, just really supporting you. So yeah, I admit I am a control freak. Sure. Yeah, interesting.
Very interesting.
And
So I'm sorry, Lady Soul, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Hypnicity says I'm hearing let it go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So again, it's hard as humans because we're a lot of things go in our mind. We're afraid to take the leap, but letting it go sometimes is hard, but it's worth
it. It is.
I'm sorry.
So I got to hear that you have some periods of sorrow, or that you like to walk away from that sorrow. Maybe that's sorrow being a control freak. But I was told by Green Tara for you to work on doing your mantra with Green Tara, who is the female embodiment of the Buddha. And we have Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. And there's lots of things on that you can chants that you can find here on YouTube that just can get you in that. And then you're focused more on the inner work that you need to do, because you already know everything that we've already said. You are experienced in this area. You just don't give yourself enough credit. Yeah.
When you were saying that chant, I got like a whole whiff of like warmness, like
it is.
Oh my God. I felt, and it was just like a familiar. So it felt like love.
It is. She's beautiful. Green Tara is the also the mother of compassion and release. And so, it's been helpful for me. So I'm just passing that along. Thank you, Emerald Buddha.
If I could just add one more thing. The spirit was pointing out, Ali, in your two cards, the first one, the red boots, the red shoes, and then in the second one, the red kind of lower half. And in that Emerald Buddha, they're just reminding you within that trust, which is your foundation, that is your root chakra. So the red, they're just highlighting on that. So drawing in where you need to reinforce that foundation, that's your trust. So perhaps where your red shirt, whatever that looks like, sometimes it can be just a call to bring in that color. So I just wanted to point that out,
because that's the beginning point of bringing it at the Kundalini energy. So well, Emerald Buddha is a massage therapist, so I know she works with her hands, and she does. And you've read her before, Lady Soul, when you've been on my show. So thank you, Emerald Buddha. Yeah, thank you. It's hard to remember everybody you've read, so I'm not, expecting you to know all that. So we've got Hypnicity here, wondering if a message from Spirit could come in and help her out. By the way, Wisdom Seeker Joan, happy birthday to you.
Is it today?
Wisdom Seeker Joan, yay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Happiest of birthdays.
And what's funny is when you said happy birthday, all I saw was a martini. Martini. And then I saw like a little dessert. So we need to make sure we celebrate ourselves.
Sure. That's right.
I'm a huge fan of birthdays because everyone deserves a cake on their birthday.
Yeah.
I tell because my boyfriend he doesn't usually celebrate his birthday, but I'm like, I'm gonna make the biggest deal and I don't care what you say. He's just like, okay, whatever. But birthdays for me are really important because not only does it celebrate our life, but it's kind of like I always think of it as a milestone.
Yeah.
As a
It
milestone,
is.
we've come every year is always a challenge every year, whether it's up or down. But at the same, it's kind of like where we made it this far to our birthday. So enjoy a martini and enjoy a nice.
There you go.
So with hypnicity, what I got because of purple's is the color of intuition, which happens to be my favorite color. I heard don't doubt yourself. Do not. And I get to us when I'm like upset or when I do get like sad or upset or anything. Sometimes we don't trust ourselves, but for some reason, it's not to the extent of like how I get like I don't trust myself. But with her, but with hypnicity, I kind of feel like she's like maybe this not what I need to hear, or maybe because I'm hearing two different things. If you hear something, don't doubt it. Listen to it. And if you don't believe it, ask again, why are you showing me this? Or why am I hearing this? And don't be afraid to ask questions. Question it. Learn how to use your throat chakra. Learn how to use your words. But that's what I keep hearing. Do not doubt yourself.
Yeah.
But go, you guys can go ahead. I'm like getting things randomly, so.
Hypnicity, I feel like there's this proverbial pause button, and that you get to push the pause button. And in that, it's an invitation for however you consciously connect or stay connected to be in that. That feels like the call. And so it's not that we're never not connected, but sometimes where we place our attention around it can create a different feeling around it. So there's an invitation for you to take that moment, and that moment is now. So it feels like in the thoughts of past and forward, just really being in the pause and surrender of being in this present moment. Again, the community is coming up. I can see like these butterflies around you and this call to be in community. And so, yes, this is it. This is a part of it. And there's invitation for community outside of maybe what you're currently doing. So it does feel aligned with the spiritual exploration, finding people that have similar interests to be in the conversation, because I feel like they're working to expand and unveil more of your abilities. By nature, you are so gifted. And in that, there's more to discover. So just really being in that, it's like this revelation. I'm not going to downplay it. It feels like you're on a revelation. So in that, I'm excited for you. So hopefully that resonates, Hypnicity.
Wow. That's beautiful. Oh, so I got similar to what you said, which is reflection. And what do you have to do when you're reflecting? You have to sit down and think or whatever and go back, write, whatever it is, but you're in that reflective area. So you are considering, but I see that brings great healing for you. So look at the flower. It's huge and it's pink, the heart-centered flower that says healing comes with reflection. Beautiful.
So, do you guys know the band ABBA? Obviously, you guys know ABBA?
Yeah.
So, the one song I keep hearing in my head, "The Winner Takes It All."
The winner takes it all.
That's like the one song and I feel like just twirling around, like when I hear this song with like, and the winner takes it all. So I'm like, oh, and I'm getting chills when I say it. So that I feel like that's like the energy around it, kind of like let's just like, yeah. So I just wanted to share that.
So quieting her mind has been challenging, but you're working on it, honey. And that's the key. Yeah.
And then she said that I'm going to build a community for the arts. So beautiful. Oh, that makes my heart so happy.
I know.
That.
We need it. Yeah. You are a winner, dear. You are. You are. Thank you. All right. I love that idea. I didn't realize that hypnicity.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we have Mama Bear, who would like to connect with. She's not picky. Whatever family and spirit happens to come through. Yeah. Uh-oh. You may get 5 or 6 running to your ears.
So I have a very sweet masculine energy. He's standing right in front of me. So Mama Bear, if you are still here, could stay close because I want to describe who is here. He has like a thick beard. So again, when they come to me, they come to me as their best selves, and they want to. So he's showing me like mid 30s, 40s, around that. He comes to me as someone who just kind of came home from work, like, or he just did stuff outside. Like he has a white shirt. You know how like construction men, I feel like construction gets down and dirty. Like I see like dirt, and he comes to me with like a mustache, and then he kind of how would I describe him? He kind of just kicks off his shoes. Like he's like making himself at home right away. And I'm just kind of looking at him like, this ain't your house, guy, but okay, do what you want. He's kind of just like one, impressed to the fact that I recognized him immediately. And 2, that I keep smelling like café de olla. Like, so a café de olla is, from what I understand, it's like a cinnamon type tea that they make in a certain pot in Mexico. So I'm getting like a sweet canela, like a sweet cinnamon coffee.
Ooh.
Like this is something that he drinks or something that he enjoys, along with something like okay. He's giving me the letter O, like Oscar, Omar. So this is something that I'm hearing. I'm asking him, like, kind of give me more. He's kind of he's not heavy set, but he does have like a small belly, and like he's just standing tall, and his just like like I said, he's not big. He's not a heavy set guy, but he's kind of like looking at me like, okay, I'm here for her. So she's kind of giving me like dad, like father figure, grandfather figure in her life, or someone who was very important to her, is what the energy that's basically giving off of me. So Mama Bear, if you are here, I don't see you in the comments, so hopefully you're here.
I know. I don't see her. I've been watching. She may not be here.
Too.
Yeah.
But he's very much here, and
Wonderful.
He's happy to be here. I also keep seeing like lights flicker on and off. Like, you know how like the power tends to go off and on. I feel like I don't know if there's someone is scared of the dark, but I feel like he likes to play pranks on someone. He's like, oh my God, the light's going off. So I have to hurry up. I feel like he's very responsible for that.
Okay.
So, but until, Mama Bear does confirm, but you guys can go ahead.
Okay.
It's a little hard in the mediumship for when they're not here for me.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I agree. I don't know where she went, but we've been calling to her. So I'm going to go ahead and pass on to the next one. I understand. Yeah. Huh?
She replied, I'm trying to think.
Oh, she is. Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Mama Bear.
Oh, perfect. Wonderful.
Yeah. I got the all right.
So good. I was aware of a female energy does feel motherly to me. So motherly in that aspect. She handed you a single red rose. She brought my attention to the S name and the K name in connection with her. I was aware of the month of June and March being significant, and message around that was the other part was the butterflies. So I saw butterfly being part of the signs that are shown in connection with this female, and then just your the attention. And I love it where things will they'll be reiterated, but it's about the self-love for you, Mama Bear. So just really in that mind, body, spirit, just in all aspects of who you are, just still walking this life with you in that energy of support and really self-love. So just really being in that embrace. And we have to participate. So I feel like the energy of, yes, that's fine and dandy. And we have to be in participation with that. So, the things that we have to do to take care of ourselves, sometimes our priority can look different. There's an energy of support from the spirit world, from this female energy, that it's good to put yourself first, especially in these types of moments. So just leave you with that.
The only card I got here, Mama Bear, was change. And as you well know, there's nothing more constant than change. But I'm sensing that they are watching things as they're changing in your life. And so they're saying, we're watching the children grow. We're watching what the family does right along with you. And so that's what I got for you, dear. Very good.
And hi, Jean, by the way. Nice to
hi,
see
Jean.
you.
Yeah.
And thanks, Emerald Buddha. That's so kind of you.
I know it. Thank you very much. Yes. All right. Okay, we got Deb B. Kane, who would love to have a message from Spirit.
Deb B. Kane. Sure.
Deb B. Kane, yeah. We're thinking of John McCain, I guess.
Totally. Yeah. Oh, Deb. Lovely energy.
It's taking me a while to get something. So if you guys have something, go for it.
Okay. I'm pulling out some cards here. All right. So what I have here is, first card I get is silence. Maybe spending time in silent pursuit of what it is that you're doing, and the resilience that you get from that silence helps you along in your journey along life's pathway. I also pulled a card for a child, a parent. I don't know if there's a child on the other side, or there's one of your guides happens to be a child. Or maybe you're spending more time with the child. I don't know. But child playful energy is coming up. And of course, we know when you do those things with children, you stay young.
When you were pulling your cards, Ali, when you said the child card, I heard don't take yourself way too seriously. We need to learn how to laugh at ourselves. Kids are ruthless. I've been burned by a child before, and it's actually someone who is related to me. So I would just I am not afraid to fight a 12-year-old sometimes. But as the nature of it, let's try not to take ourselves way too serious. We need to laugh at ourselves every now and then. And
we need to laugh.
Yes, yeah. Absolutely. We need to laugh. I laugh at myself all the time. It's just, I make fun of myself. Maybe sometimes I'm just okay, whatever. But it's just important to not take ourselves way, way, way too serious.
Have you guys ever heard of laughter yoga? Laughter yoga.
I heard
yoga. You get in a group of folks. You get with a group of folks, and somebody goes, and they start, and then everybody starts laughing fake laughing sort of. And then eventually they start really laughing.
Oh, so
And
good.
it's all good for your insides, you know.
So good.
Yeah, I know.
All the bits. Debbie Kane. I don't know why I have a hard time saying that. Okay, that's so great. So there's the energy. I just share what I see. There's the energy of the moose. So the energy and medicine of the moose working with you in a really authoritative medicine energy, if you will, in that they're reminding you of you know you the best. And so it's taking you to that deep place of whether you call it intuition or knowingness. It's that gut feeling in what feels like a bit of decision that you are experiencing. And in that, you know you best. So it's like, you don't need to waver from that. As well, I know it was just on the heels with Mama Bear around the motherly energy, but I do feel the motherly energy around you as well. And I don't know if in that energy, they brought me directly to a dream, a recent dream. So I don't know if that would be attached to that specific energy, but there is mention of a dream. So in that, I did pull one card, and I think this plays off of what I think, Ellie, you were saying, just walking in beauty. And so it does feel this feels like you. I said that at the very beginning. I said it, I whispered it, but just your energy is so beautiful in that, to see yourself as other people see you. So to just really be in that. So I think you're lovely, Debbie Kane.
Yeah. So I looked up moose energy.
Okay.
And moose energy is pretty much what you have said. It arrives to tell you when something doesn't seem right. It's time to follow your nose. Smell ignites memories and thoughts that help you sort things out. Each eye of the creature moves independently. The moose's eyes, they move, and so it says they can keep an eye on the prize. They don't have, yeah. Beautiful. That's beautiful.
Thanks for that, Ellie.
Yeah, sure. All right. We got our Lisa Foster here, and she wonders if she can have a message from Grandma Emma Bachman. She died when Lisa was 8.
Grandma Bachman. Grandma Emma Bachman. She died when I was 8.
It's so fussy.
Oh, I just heard that song.
Why are you so fussy?
So I keep smelling. So if you guys hear me smell, I don't know if I'm like, I'm smelling something very sweet. Very sweet. Like there's a special dish I keep seeing. And again, I don't know why. I feel like I connect so many people with foods. Like I can't help, but every single time I connect with people, they just bring food. And I love it. Because I'm a huge foodie myself, and I love eating. Just like, I kid you not, I have like, they used to make fun of me at work. I was like, I have an appetite like a tapeworm because I just don't stop eating. And I kind of familiarize myself with certain smells, spices, heat, like spiciness, or like hot, or desserts and things like that. So what I keep seeing is like a dessert or like a sweet something, but it's red. I don't know if it's cranberries, cherries, strawberries, but something red. And
every Sunday after church, she says.
So what am I smelling, or what am I seeing?
Homemade pies.
Yummy.
You got a nose for news, girl.
What was that, Allie?
You got a nose for news. It must be you're also got some moose energy there. There you go.
Goodness. I'm like, I don't know what it is. Like I tell you, I just like, I love food, and I love smelling food. And I even when I'm on social media, all of my social media, kid you not, is full of animals, dogs, cats, and food. That's all it is.
I think
don't
it's
like
called
anything else
clairgustience or something, that when you can smell or eat, taste something.
Yeah. Claire aliens is the smell.
Aliens. That's right.
aliens. Okay.
Yeah,
I can never remember. They're just like long
I
words. I get tongue
I
twisted.
understand. No, I understand.
Girl, they were awesome. So she takes really great pride in this. And I feel like because Thanksgiving's coming up, thanks next week, I feel like this was like not her time to shine, but people really looked forward to this.
Mhm.
And and my mouth is like starting to water because I don't usually eat pie, but that looked really good and smelled very like amazing. So I'm glad that I was able to connect. So that's really awesome. I was focused too much on the food part, but if you guys have a message, go for it. I'm going to try and dig her brain a bit.
Lisa Foster. I have to climb. Just wait. I have to climb up over them. Just.
I know. I'll get it out of the way. There you go.
Don't have to. I'm being silly. I feel like that was part of Grandma. I think it was Emma's energy in this playfulness. I'm curious. Oh, look at you.
There
In the
you
hot
go.
seat. Lisa, I feel like people were speaking about my hands. So I don't know if you would understand. I know you were small, but if people referenced or spoke about your grandmother's hands, something in particular, there's a lot of attention around that. I heard the song just immediately when I saw the question when Ali put it up. I heard that music. Que sera, sera. So I don't know what that is referencing. I'm not quite sure what that actually means. But there was a significance about the month of June being highlighted. And I heard an M female name, an F male name in connection to this energy. And she's talking about not finding your center, but drawing your perspective. Thank you. Your perspective to your center. And right now, everything feels expansive around the heart chakra. So in that, this is such a beautiful time for you to be in the expression of love, both giving and receiving. And so that just feels really like the message to not overlook where you are in the heart. And so in that, that feels like what the message would be from this energy. So.
Wow. Now I got to go bake a pie. I get here that she understands your gratitude. She's grateful, actually, Lisa, that you wanted to bring her through today. And she expresses her gratitude to you for the memories that you kept alive. And it's very healing to her. And there's that pink flower again that looks like pink expansive around the heart. It really does. And she said, honey, you're an eagle. You can fly above whatever it is that's bothering you, and know that I'm with you at all times. Yeah.
So I did want to add something. So in the beginning of this reading, I kept hearing music, but it was like a jazz feel. It almost felt like Michael Bublé type music.
Oh, okay.
So when he kept saying "Que sera," and I'm just like, I know Michael Bublé has a Christmas album, and I'm a huge fan of Michael Bublé, but I'm like, hey, why are you showing me or having me hear that jazz, like that home comfort jazz music? And then but it's because okay, so you know how when they're like making like the dough, like I see like she's kneading and fixing and then cutting, like she's like showing me this step, like, oh, I want you to do it, like I'm showing you that you need to do it. I feel like the pies was something that she took a lot of pride doing because she knew that brought some sort of unity, some such as like, oh, people enjoy this. This is why I do it.
Mhm.
And she was telling me kind of like, well, just so you know, you need to make the pie. Make the pie. And I'm like, well, I don't know how to make pie. She's like, well, you're gonna learn.
That's awesome. Ask and thou shall receive. That's
She just
right.
walked away. She walked through the white door and she's like, okay, bye. I'll see you later. I'm like, okay, bye.
How sweet. Oh, Lisa, I hope that brought some smiles to you. That's wonderful memories. We have Marg, who would like a message from her Uncle Donald. He died 6 days short of his first birthday in 1931. Oh, wow. I have an uncle like that, but was 8 when he died. I understand.
May I have a message from my uncle Marg?
So I kind of relate to this because I actually had a family member. She passed away 2 weeks after she was born. So when I woke up and I saw her, it was like very overwhelming because she wasn't the only one that popped in. And I saw like 2 of my grandmas, and then I saw my uncle, and then I saw her. And I'm like, who are you? And she's like, it's me. Like, you don't remember me? And I'm like, because I don't have actual memories of her because she was only 2 weeks and she was at the hospital. But I knew it felt familiar because her lungs kept getting filled with water. So I'm like, I had like difficulty breathing. But she passed away when she was 2 weeks old. But she came to me as a 4-year-old.
Oh,
So again, and my
yeah.
uncle, because my uncle passed away when he was 17, but now this year he came to me as he was his actual age, 45. So they tend to change. So who I'm seeing right now, he is coming to me like a 14, 15-year-old. Very tall.
Maybe you like that age. Maybe you like that age.
Maybe he
Yeah.
liked that age, but he
Yeah.
has he's very he has his hair cut like combed to the side, and he has like a jacket, and he's just like, oh, I'm here.
Wow.
Like, I'm still tough, but I'm here for you. Like, he's has accompanied Marge. Like, just because I think he grew up with her in a way. I'm not sure how that, but he's saying like he lived through family that helped him gain his own identity. That's how he's showing me. He's like, oh, I like the smell of. He's again with the food. He's that's like my favorite food. It's pizza, but it's not any pizza. It's Chicago pizza because it has a sauce on the top.
I don't know. I think you could make a lot of money if everybody here has already got pie and ice cream waiting for them, but they got to have pizza first, you know?
So he's still trying to talk to me and give me some more information. But if you guys have, something, go right ahead.
Thank you. Was Marg. Yeah. Marg, my awareness was brought to the other M female name, attention around that, the month of December being highlighted. And I'm curious if you would understand, were you recently clearing off shelves, like dusting, clearing off the shelves? I could just see you what looked like clearing off, cleaning shelves. And sometimes that's just their way of acknowledging that they're, walking this life with us. I pulled a few cards, and the first one that came out was a child's love. And so how beautiful in that.
Yeah.
The next 2 cards were really interesting. I got the opportunity card. So the caterpillar, and then the will-o'-the-wisp. And that's about treasures hidden in the shadows. So I feel like as I tuned into that, it's this calling or invitation around where something you might be fearful of that could look like shadow in that respect, to replace that with curiosity, because I feel like it's a really great opportunity. And sometimes how we will be a little bit fearful of things can get in the way of the joy and the excitement and the wonder that comes from, following things through that curiosity. So that feels like the message that's coming through for you. So hopefully you'll understand that.
Wow. So Mark, I got a storyteller card. He died. He was so young, but I believe that he, look at the owl on the shoulder. It's almost like to me that he attached himself to the family story and was very busy in the way that he interacted with by spirit, but with a very definite gentleness. And there's the deer. This card, I don't know if this makes sense. Would this be your father's brother? I don't know. I get brother, unless you have a brother that he's talking about. All right. Very good. I need to ask you, we have a number of questions still, but we're at an hour, and I need to ask my readers if they want to go on for a little while longer or if they need to go.
Maybe like 5 or 10 minutes.
5 or 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
Lady Saul, what works for you?
Oh, I'm open.
Okay.
I made time for this reading, so let's do it.
Okay. Thank you.
And Margaret, she just made a comment there.
Oh, Marg made a comment? Okay. Her mom died in 99. She was trying to find more info about her brother. Oh, it's her mom's brother.
Oh, it's your mom's brother.
I'm carrying that, requesting a death certificate. Mother's brother. So it wasn't, yeah, okay. It was the brother to the mother, not the father. Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, Mark. So we got Lynn LeClaire, a message from my guides, if possible.
Lynn LeClaire.
So I resonate with water, not only because I am a water sign, but I feel like water is like my home. I love the beach. I love lakes. I love the rain. I love how the smell of rain, how it I love hearing the sound of rain hitting the ground, and again with that, it kind of, and this was actually what I actually spoke to a friend of mine earlier today, and how when I went to the beach this year, I went to Hermosa Beach here in California, and I dug my feet into the ground, grounding myself, and I felt the earth pulsing under my feet, and then the water, and it's really weird. So I don't know if you guys can resonate with it, like when you have like a face mask and you peel it off, how it just feels like super sticky. It's like you're peeling away. I felt like the water was peeling away the energy that didn't belong to me. The salt water. So I feel like we need to wash away or get rid of the energy that doesn't belong to you. Because I feel like super staticky on my hands. Like it gets numb. But when I do this, like dry bathe, I feel like it's like we're ridding the energy that doesn't belong.
Okay. So is it possible she should take like a salt bath or something like that? That might help.
Salt bath, hot, like let the water run on you. Shower. Shower it away. Wash
with
it
intention.
away.
Right, with intention. Yep.
Imagine yourself washing yourself in white light. Let the white light hit you and let it flow. Let it go.
Okay. Sounds good.
Awesome. Lynn, I don't know if you're still here or not. What I heard was to go for it, to jump both feet in. So whatever you've been working for, and then I pulled a card and it's so perfect. It's a caching, which is about kind of just the storing or the preparation for that future. The future is now. Now. So everything that you've worked towards in the preparation, and it's so interesting. The child's love comes up again. So that does feel like the energy and the excitement about jumping in both feet. And so maybe that card resonated with you from the last message about sometimes on the other side of that fear or trepidation is the celebration of when we take the risk and we have the experience. So hopefully that makes sense to you, Lynn. So I will leave you with that.
I got a child card as well. I
Oh,
pulled
did
a
you?
child card. I did. I put it back, but yeah, I'm trying to get you guys to do these last couple, and I didn't want to butt in too much, but I thought I'd say that that child energy is there for Lynn, and she is here, and she's
wonderful
messages. That's fabulous. Okay, so Erin wants to know about her love life.
Love.
I love the nightlife. I like to
The first song that came up to my head was back in the day, Little Rascals, 1990s.
Oh my god! No, it was the 70s.
No,
or the
it was the remake one.
Oh, the remake. Okay,
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, you're talking about the Little Rascals. Kids show. The
Darla.
kids. Yeah, Darla. Yeah, and Alfalfa and
Spanky. So I think when you guys were singing, it's like that little boy, the rich boy.
Okay.
He was singing and trying to serenade his little girlfriend Darla. I can't remember the kid's name.
Alfalfa. It's Alfalfa.
No, the other one.
Spanky? Was it Spanky?
It was like his arch nemesis. He was wearing glasses. I don't even know. But that song he was singing came up. So I just found that very you guys can go ahead. I'll just take a second.
Okay.
I'll go first. Erin, what I got was the energy around your profile picture. So red, of course, being love, but also within the root chakra. So just in your trust and foundation in that energy, and the green being your heart chakra. I just feel like now is the time. And so love does feel around you. I pulled a couple of cards, the Lotus card there, just that real feminine, the divine feminine just rising from that lotus flower in a burst of magic. And then the power of purpose card. And what I'm being shown in that is just the bullseye. And you are the bullseye. You feel like the prize in that. So as you're stepping into this openness, that feels really attractive. And so in that, the magnet, the attraction will be love, more love. So feels good.
Nice. Yeah.
Good. Bada bing, bada boom.
And I got river, which to me means, it may be a little bit meandering, but let it flow, girl. There you go. And then I get joy. Look at that.
So good.
And with joy comes wisdom. You're gonna know. You're gonna know who it is when that person comes around.
I kept smelling, and with the food and drink, coffee.
Broccoli. Is that what you said?
Coffee and.
Oh, okay. Coffee.
No, not broccoli. Okay. No, I don't think broccoli is
a
food.
Oh, really?
I heard the coffee, like coffee date, or coffee related. I do. So it's really weird. So, okay. So Erin, if you are still here, does the vendors, I don't know if you're a vendor, you have a booth or a small business that you like to network with people? Because I keep seeing you very busy and you're meeting people. But how when you're saying, in a sea of people, you're going to see me. I feel like that's what I'm seeing. I see a whole bunch of people, but that person's going to stand out. to a certain like, oh, who's that? Like someone's gonna catch the attention. That's what I feel like. Someone's gonna grasp your attention, and it's gonna be like what you said, like trust and let it flow. So that's the energy that I'm getting. But I kind of feel like coffee date, or someone's, I don't know. It's just coffee.
It's all right. It's all right. You drink coffee and you got to let it flow anyway. So that's awesome. I think it's great. I want you on all the time to tell me all the good food you smell. Do you know that there used to be in England that you could pay a penny and smell food outside of a restaurant? I mean, who wants to pay for this? Yeah, it is torture.
I would be so mad.
Okay, she's worked with food vendors in the past too. Oh my God.
That's funny. Wow. It's kind of like the vendor of how, like being a vendor, because I'm learning how to, I'm actually starting to go to vendor booths, and it's so busy. You get so distracted because you're seeing so many people, and, and you're interacting with so much, but it's kind of like, I guess we're using the busyness of her, whether what's her life or how busy she is in projects and things like that. But I feel like someone's going to pop in and kind of like say, oh, hi, I want the coffee, or I want something from her. She's going to be like, okay, like, I see you from there. So I see you.
Right. Have your number ready. All right.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Lisa, Spirit Intuitive Tarot. Lady Sol is currently accepting food in lieu of donations.
Absolutely. There you go. Absolutely. If you want on my Instagram, just tag me on food places.
Totally.
And go for a man who can cook. That's right.
You know what? That's a good thing. My boyfriend can cook, so that's an advantage that I have.
Perfect.
Or a man who or makes you laugh. There you go.
Totally.
Anyway, we got Joan. I had wished her a happy birthday because I didn't know if we could get to her, but she wonders what her year ahead might look like.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
I love your profile picture, Joan.
I know. She's a beautiful woman. She is.
God.
Inside and out. Inside and out. Yep. Glad to know you made it home, Joan. That's quite a long trip to make by yourself.
So I'm hearing in Spanish, of course, we all know who that is. Que disfruta. Enjoy. Because I know that it's kind of like we put our energy in projects and we put our energy in building. It's like, okay. And again, I see this card, and it's one of my Oracle decks, the Moon Witch one, which she's sitting on the ground and she has her hands up, and it has the full moon in the back. It says, harvest the fruits of your hard work. That's what I keep hearing. You're going to have a lot of abundance of so many things, and it's not going to be overwhelming. It's just going to be like, wow, one thing right after another. Positive, good things are going to keep coming your way.
Wow.
That's what I'm getting. My grandma keeps saying, que disfruta. Disfruta todo. Like, enjoy everything. So that's what I keep seeing. And, obviously that's what I'm hearing too. Oh, and she needs to make sure that you get your cake and your martini. Just so you know, I still see that very well.
She says it has to be a Shirley Temple martini. And that's okay. I'm with you, Joan. Yeah.
Same. So good. Were you finished?
Yes. So sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Just checking in. I'm aware of the energy of the fox working with you, Joan. And so upcoming within, and not in the element or aspect of trickery, unless that calls to you, but the support with adaptability. So the medicine around support with adaptability in moving forward in this year. And I pulled a couple of the cards, the caching. So it just feels like, again, that preparation for kind of future stuff, Spirit saying that now is the time. And there's a strong sense of freedom, and communication. So just in that continued activation, this does feel they're making me more aware of the spiritual aspect of you in that expression, that will continue to unveil in ways that might surprise you, but in a really wonderful way. So don't limit yourself within the thoughts of what is possible, because all of that is and more, and they will be that showing. They will be that showing for you in this time ahead of you. So feels exciting, and happiest of birthdays to you.
Yes.
Mm.
So Joan, I get you speaking your truth, which is what you do. Look at this. And your persistence pays off for your wildness. You're spending more time outside, you're kayaking, you're traveling to Mexico and spending time down there. Your wildness is there, and this is your opportunity. Yes, a lot is changing for you. And I have the fox totem up, and yes, good luck, protection, fun, or beauty. So wonderful.
Really nice.
Really nice. Okay, I have one more short question, guys, and then we'll head out for the day. Jess wonders if his wife should retire now or next year.
What does she think?
Very
What does she feel? We need to make sure that because obviously, I just feel like she's very busy. She how would I say this? Is she ready for it? Because the only reason why I say is because my mom has retired, but in the beginning it's kind of like she was still wanting to be very busy, so it's taking her a while to recondition herself to kind of just take it slow and not be in a rush. Is so basically it's really up to her. Like I had mentioned before, God gave us the gift of free will. So really, we could say, oh yeah, next year she should, or maybe, but at the end, we have the ability to speed up time.
Right.
But we just need to make sure that is she ready and is she prepared for retirement to keep her emotionally, mentally, physically busy without wanting to work.
Very good.
That's what I'm getting.
I get summer. I get summer. That doesn't mean she has to, but I get it projected towards summer. I would say check if she's getting Social Security. She needs to check and see when the most benefit comes to her. For me, I could have waited till I was 70, and I decided to take it at 66 in 3 months because that was my middle benefit. And I'm still working, but I'm not going to lose that. I refuse to lose all that money that I've paid into. But it is her, because I get the princess. She's the princess that's making the decision. And it says here to trust whatever she decides. Trust what she decides.
Absolutely.
Yeah. To echo off of that, I first went to my pendulum and I could feel the indecisiveness around it. So just the weighing out all of that. To add what Ali was saying about that trust, I pulled the listening card. And so it's Spirit's kind of prompting less of looking outwards and being in that busyness and really going inward to know if now is the time. I did get, yes, retirement is around the corner. And the card with timeline was within a year. So it's unfolding. And yeah, so just really listening to that inner knowing without all of the distraction of that stuff, that external stuff. So what a happy, exciting time to be in, to be able to step into that, because it will allow more time and in that other experiences. So well done. Mhm.
Wow. Well, good luck on the decision. It took me a while to figure it out, and I'm glad that I waited, although I'm still working like I'm just a regular. One of the guys just retired that worked with me at the college, and he's 83, and he just retired from
Wow.
teaching full time. And I just wanted him to enjoy some of his life before it goes away.
Yeah.
You know, you have to do that when you get to a certain age. So
I make a joke about retirement because I'm like, I'm still waiting for my best friend to get a sugar daddy so we both can retire. And she's like, I'm working on it.
Oh, I really like working, but I also like being here on this channel, especially when I work with wonderful folks like you, Kevin, and Lady Soul. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you to everybody in the chat. I'm sorry we couldn't answer all the questions. Hopefully we will be able to do this again. Kevin, I'm going to go on Kevin's show at some point real soon. And Lady Soul will be back anytime she wants to come. And Kevin, of course, you are too. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks everybody. Please like and subscribe, and go to Kevin's channel and subscribe. And I Am Lady Soul is the channel name for Lady Soul.
Yeah,
thank you. Also, a lot of people already subscribed. Good. Thanks for subscribing. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.